Hi, I'm Steve Hampson. I'm one of the horticulturists here at Rogers Gardens, and today I'd like to give you a few simple tips on how to control weeds and prevent weeds in your own garden. First of all, what is a weed? Well, one simple definition is just a plant that's growing where you don't want it to, and I'm sure we've all encountered that in our own gardens. So why do we want to control weeds? Well, there are several reasons. First of all, weeds can compete with our desirable plants for water and nutrients and just space. Secondly, weeds just don't look very nice when they're competing with our other plants. So let me talk about a few ways to control weeds. Probably one of the easiest and most familiar ways is to actually hand pull the weeds. Other times when the weeds are really deep in the ground, or if the soil is very dry, we may have to use some tools to really help us get those out. And we have various things that we can use. I use a trowel very often at home just to get down and loosen up the roots before I pull them. There are also some specialized tools for weeds with deep taproots that go straight down. This is sort of a modified fork that can really get down to the bottom of the root, and you can just ease it out of the ground. Another way to control weeds is actually by spraying them with a chemical. Now we're just going to be talking about organic methods. There are some very effective sprays. Most of these are based on oil or some kind of an acid like acetic acid or citric acid. One such spray that works very well is called Burnout, and this is just simply acetic acid and clove oil. As you can see, this works very effectively. One particular good use for this is when you have weeds growing in cracks in the sidewalk or in paving, where it's very difficult to get in and actually pull the weed. So once we've eliminated the weeds, how do we prevent new ones from coming in? Well, there are a few simple ways to accomplish this. One that I like to use is a thick layer of mulch. Another advantage of using a mulch is that it can dramatically cut your water consumption. You can save at least 1/3 on your water by using a 2 to 3 inch layer of mulch. Mulch also keeps your soil temperature cooler, especially during the hot summer months, and it's also very attractive in your garden. For added weed prevention in permanent landscapes where we may have shrubs and perennials and trees, we can use a weed blocker or a landscape fabric, which is nothing more than a fabric-like material that's permeable to air and water, but will prevent weeds from coming up through it. It's not very attractive in itself, and it's also very light, can blow around, so what we usually do is put a thin layer of mulch on top of this to hide it and to weight it down. Thank you for joining me today. I hope I've given you some good tips on preventing weeds in your garden so you can enjoy your garden to its fullest.